What is going on, guys? Ethan here, and we're back with the Dark Souls walkthrough. Now, we have ported down to the Tomb of the Giants bonfire. I've put on my Sunlight Maggot that we got for saving Solaire, and we are going to pop right up this ladder here. Now, before we do anything with patches off to our left, we are going to walk right back up this way. Finish off a little section up here that we left last time. Now, we want to be really careful in this area, as there are a ton of gigantic skeletons down here. So basically what we want to do is pull them all right over here. Kind of see them hanging out there in the dark. Want to two-hand our weapon. And we're going to try and drop down on all of them at the same time. Go. There's still a couple left. Try to roll on out of here. Oof. Now, sometimes you can get them all. If you're not using Black Knight Greatsword, you can put on some gold pine resin. It does extra damage to these skeletons, that holy damage, and you should be able to one-shot all of them. But going down there trying to fight them all at once is kind of a nasty situation. So you want to kind of try and pull them all over, drop down on them, and take them all out at the same time. Got Solo Brave Warrior and another Ember. Now, I did go back and drop off the Dark Ember at Andre at Undead Parish. Make sure you're checking in on your blacksmiths every now and then. Head on back up this way. I'm going to go ahead and go back this way and rest up before we continue on. Just roll on down to this bonfire. Oh, looks like we have a level. Pop that. We'll pop endurance up. Try and get endurance to 40 by the end of this zone. Alright, and this is Patches. He is a very unfriendly man.
Good day.
Who will act friendly at first.
What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
Now, we want to tell him we are not a cleric. If you tell him you are a cleric, or pick the cleric class, after you finish this and come back up to the point where he is going to attack you and try and kill you, and that will be the end of his quest line. You won't be able to use him as a vendor. So, if you're a cleric class, yeah, you kind of lost out on this NPC, but if you're not a cleric, we want to hit no.
No? There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but in any case, have a look.
And he's going to push us on down. You might have met him in the catacombs, but if you talked to your holy friend kneeling down next to the Pots and Filing Shrine, you didn't meet him there, this is the first time you'll be seeing him.
The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
So we got our 3 items here. Soul item, Skull Lantern, if you didn't get it in Catacombs, and Soul Proud Knight. I'm going to walk right over here and talk to our friend sitting down. Now, this is a real friend this time.
You're no hollow. Thank goodness. Please be careful. They were once brave knight. Who would let such strong heavens?
Alright, so she's telling us her friends that she came down here with have gone hollow.
Thank goodness they were.
Make sure we exhaust our dialogue. They're going to be right up here. They're not invasions, so we can just wait for them to come over to us and pancake them into the ground. That go down pretty easy. Once they have been defeated, we can go back and talk to her.
You banished those two hollows. It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are... Thank you. Here.
Give us replenishment, which is a spell.
I am certain... Thank you.
And she will show up back where we found our first Firekeeper soul in Undead Parish. We'll be going visiting her right up to this area, as well as Patches, so we can see what he has to offer as a vendor. Our White Titanite chunk. Got some enemies spawn, but these guys are pretty harmless. They will spin, do a little spin attack, and they can do quite a bit of damage, but you should be one-shotting them by now. Take them on out. Head back up this way. You can just stay along the wall. When in doubt, just stay along a wall in this area. You'll eventually get to somewhere. It might be progression or regression. There's that slap attack. They can also, I think, slam down on top of you. And we are right back out here where we dropped down into that hole. So, go talk to Patches, who I'm sure will be extremely remorseful.
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations. You know what I mean, don't you? You and me, we're...
We could say yes or no.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you're still alive. I did you... These, you know...
Now we're going to want to heal up for this next area. Now we get a new type of enemy over here, which is a very large skeleton dog. Now they're a little bit more dangerous because they don't have eyes. You can't see them in the dark as well, but we're going to run up and just slap them as hard as we can. We want to kind of get that running jump on them, and they go down pretty quick. But if you let them swing at you, it can get a little messy. We got a Black Knight coming up here. We're going to want to wait for him to come on around. We're going to want to pull him into this little area behind us. Where he might be. There he is. Yep, that's what we don't want to deal with, is both of those arrows and the Black Knight at the same time. Back up over here. Hide behind this little area. I don't want him to fall off the edge, though. Run around here for another dog. Oof. Oh no. There we go. And down here, finally take out this. Oh man, it's been messing with us. Get our Soul of a Brave Warrior. Now we can roll off right here. I know it doesn't seem like we can. Nothing down there, but roll off right here. Land on this little platform. Right over here. I like to let these guys spawn in before I actually grab the item, so they don't get super hit over and over again. We'll get our Silver Serpent Ring, which gives us increased souls. And we're just going to make a little jump right over here. Oh. We missed him with that. Uh-oh. This leads right back up. To where we were before. This is where we rolled off. So we can pop on down here now. Take this immediate little walkway to the right. There's our Black Knight from earlier. I was wondering where he went. Not the worst place we could have found him. He killed me, and I came back, and he was gone. So here he is. There we go. He should be up there originally hanging out where he was. He must have dropped down below when he killed me earlier. Going out this way. Roll through this skeleton for an effigy shield. Follow this down and up to the left. And a lot of people miss this bonfire, but there is a bonfire down here. Much, much easier to get to this bonfire than the last. So if you die to Nito or anyone down here, very, very easy place. We're going to go ahead and kindle this bonfire up. To 15. No, we have 3 humanities. We might as well take it to 20. If we die, we're going to lose those humanities anyways. Now we have an absurd 20 heals to go through the rest of the zone. Should be more than enough. Alright, we want to pop right down this little area here. We got our dogs back now. He shouldn't be too much of an issue. We stick to the right. We've got a white Titanite chunk, but coming up we have a... Oh, he just jumped off the edge. Coming up we have a triple dog gank. So what I'm going to do is just try and get both of them. Oof, we got each other. That part is pretty nasty. So we can continue on right down here. Through that for a Soul of Brave Warrior. Drop right down this hole here. And we're going to get an invasion from big old Leroy. He has an awesome hammer that is super awesome strength weapon. I think it takes 50 strength to use, though. We want to get him loaded in, then we're going to come back here so we have a little bit more space to fight him. Fight him on that edge is a little dangerous. Just want to pancake him into the ground. Over and over. He will heal, so just be mindful of that. If you accidentally knock him off the edge, you might be able to quit out of the game and come back in, and it might put his items up on the ledge for you. With Humanity, we get Grant and Sanctus, his shield. Before we continue on down this way, I'm going to go back and route this area out for you, so you can get back from the bonfire. Just want to go up the ladder. And I'm just going to go straight from the bonfire back here, so you know where you're going. if you get killed or if you're coming straight from the bonfire. Starting at our bonfire. Stick right around here. Stick to this right-hand wall. All the way around. Down to our hole. And if you need, you can run past all the enemies in there. Nito can be a little bit of a pain because he summons a lot of skeletons. There's a lot going on. Yeah, you can run past all the enemies in that area right down here. Gonna be an arrow guy right up ahead. Or when he starts shooting arrows at us. Should be here in a second. There he is. There's another skeleton sneaking around the corner, so I'm gonna go and kill him first. He does a lot more damage than the arrow guy. Drop down here to the left. These guys are going to be shooting, these little pinwheels are going to be shooting fire spells at us, but they're pretty easy to dodge. There's also infinite spawning baby skeletons down here. We should be able to one-shot these. These pinwheels also drop the masks of the son, father, and mother, so if you missed out on the mask you wanted, you're going for that giant dad build, pop on your gold covetous ring and your symbol of avarice, increase your item discovery, and they'll drop pretty fast. Take these guys out. You can drop down this hole for a white titanite slab, I believe. These baby skeletons you can kill. They just take one hit. Here for our Soul of a Hero, and hop on in here for the boss fight. Now, you will take a good amount of drop or fall damage from dropping into this boss fight. It's kind of a pain, but you should have time to heal up after this little cutscene comes in. Like I said, he'll summon in skeletons. He will do this scream and explosion, and he'll do a scream and stab his sword into the ground. Right when he stabs his sword into the ground, his sword is going to come up under you. But what you want to do is just guard with your weapon. Not your shield, but if you have a weapon, you can guard with it. And it should manipulate your hitbox just enough to have that attack come up from under you, but still miss you. I'll try to show that if he does that. Take off some armor for a fast roll. There's the skeletons. There it was. He hit me with it. And it's all kinds. So when we get all crazy like this, I like to just take a run around. Can't believe that didn't kill us. He'll kill his own skeletons like that. We're going to run back and get a hit on it. As many hits as we can right here. He's got to do his explosion. He's bending down. We just want to get out of that. He'll kill his skeletons, but they'll come back to life again. There is the stab, and it didn't work with the Black Knight Greatsword. That's weird. But it should work with most weapons if you block with that. Around him. And start blasting. Uh-oh. Got toxic, so we gotta be careful. Get all our skeletons grouped up and go for another hit. Going for his explosion, so I'm going to run out. Anytime he bends down like that, just run out. And this should be it. There we go. Love the fast rolls on these big bosses. Get in and get out pretty easy. Get our first huge soul. And we can go ahead and rest and level up. Take my endurance to 40, put everything else into strength. Now we want to head on back to Firelink Shrine and check out some NPCs we have here now that Nito's dead. Put our armor back on. You take our... And we're going to put Mask of the Father on for now. It gives us stamina increase. Can wrap right around this way. You see Patches is here.
Oh, we meet again. You've come at the I'm done with the looting. And wondrous treasure. There you are. Oh, relax.
And learn his gesture. He sells some humanities, some heals, a few weapons, talismans, and all 3 of the masks. So if you missed out, and cleric armor, hilariously enough. If you missed out on any of the masks, you can buy them from him. But alternatively, you can farm them from the pinwheels inside right before the Nito boss fight. And we're gonna go backtrack. See if Big Cat Logan is still hanging out there. He'll get kidnapped again once we go to Seath's area. But right now we want to go talk to our maiden friend we saved down below. Now, if you don't go up here and talk to her before you do the next area, doesn't matter which big boss it is, she will be murdered by the large man down there, the Way of the White Covenant giver. And you'll have an item up here. I believe it's a humanity.
Hello. I will never forget what you did. I am deeply indebted. I cannot, in case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thorland. I only wish there was some way I could help you. But I am inexperienced, and I only know the art of miracles. If that could be of any help, speak to me again. Would a miracle, I would be most... May we discuss...
You can learn her gesture. Enter the Way of the White. She sells divine blessings. A bunch of miracles. So if miracles are your thing, this is the way you want to go. And a talisman.
Then be safe.
We can head on back to Firelink Shrine. Use up all our souls. These souls of a hero are worth a lot. I think they're 10k a piece. There's only one other soul bigger than that. It gives 20k a piece. Work on getting our strength to 40. And that is going to wrap this episode up today, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.